I'm really impressed from, and not only me, from the work that you have done and reading on the websites. You've been engaged in the culture-led regeneration of cities. When coming to Sofia, what do you see here, especially in connection with the festival that is running around, A2 Jazz, and the music talks and all the events that are happening around it? What are your first impressions?
Well, I arrived yesterday and I had the chance to walk around the park and see the opening night of this A2 Jazz festival. And obviously the very first impact that I had was this coming together, of the communities of different people that I guess are from Sofia but also from elsewhere, wanting to share this moment with picnics, with the different chilling out zones and tents. So it was a really beautiful site, fantastic weather, good location, relaxed atmosphere, and good connection also with the cultural program happening in the background.
As a really world-renowned specialist, you've started working on this cultural regeneration as back as Sydney 2000 Olympic cultural program, and then studying the legacy of the Glasgow 1990 European City of Culture. I should mention Plovdiv, Bulgarian city of Plovdiv, was also an international culture capital, sharing with another city, and Sofia I don't think has ever been, but you said you've been around 20 years ago. What differences do you see, and do you see any regeneration in the culture field?
Well, that's always a question, and I still have to have the chance to walk around and see the space and the feel. The initiatives you mentioned, be it an Olympic Games, a European Capital of Culture, really bring an opportunity to transform places, to get the host cities to ask questions about who they are, who do they want to be. In the case of Sofia specifically, I'm curious to see how the conversation is evolving in terms of a cultural strategy for the city, how much the different events are seen as significant in order to shape that future thinking. Because when we talk about the term regeneration, and that's a word that became very popular in the 1990s and early 2000s, we have to think of how any opportunity for transformation, how you do it in a way that is as beneficial as possible to many, many different communities, and not seen as maybe a dangerous change that only benefits a few. We have also the term gentrification that has positive but also negative associations. So always my conversation, and with all of the cities that I have worked with for the last 25 years, the big point that I make to the politicians, to the corporate organizations, to the universities, to the cultural actors, is how important it is to come together to develop a transversal agenda that really takes into account as many angles as possible. The economic agenda, certainly, but also very important, your social agenda, also the environmental, and sustainability agenda for your city, and those areas that have to do also with your identity, the symbolic side of your transformation and regeneration.